mama said, don't talk to strangers.
Who's that over there?
Who got kids?
A stranger? Let me go talk to him.
But I'm talking to strangers.
What's good, strangers? I'm talking to strangers.
I don't know him, he just moved there. We don't know him. We don't know him.
Marriage taught me a lot of things, man. Like, it taught me how certain women work, how certain men work. Because when I get in scenarios, majority of the time, I don't necessarily have to be around just me and her. They be around other people. And that's when you start learning how that person is around other people. Because they might act shady around people around their family when you're around them, but then when they get around their friends, you got their undivided attention. Right. It's like they gotta act a tick for tack or act for everything because they trying to win somebody over.
You know what I was just saying to Corey, like, I don't understand these females who have like different personalities. Like, my girlfriends are married. Like, my girlfriends that I grew up with, probably like 5, 6 of us, and they have like different personalities. I can't condone that, and I can never see myself like, I don't even know how to do that. I don't know how to be myself. Like, I'm turned up like all the time. Like, the majority of the time, like, I only know how to be myself, and like, I'm a like big woman. Like, I got a lot of personality. Like, I'm not small like in my size or anything like that. Like, I don't know how to shrink myself down. So these women, they want to be like different times, different places. You want to be different around your family. You want to be different around your friends. You want to be different when you meet with me. Like, how do you maintain that?
So my thing is, in that situation, when you see people acting that way, they really don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people, and
that goes back to what you were saying.
Yeah, a lot of people, they tend to, like females, they tend to follow a guy's lead. You know what I'm saying? But so the thing is, it is supposed to be like that, but a lot of people do that, and then they end up losing who they are. So they feel like they can't be the girl, the fun girl no more. When they're around him, they just aren't professional.
But some people just don't know what the word submissive mean. Because submissive could be outside of a marriage too. Because off the rudiment of how you come as a person on the outside world, being social. Like, submissive basically all about is what you can bring to the table as a person, not what you can bring to a marriage. What you can bring to your person with your personality, the vibe, the energy, the balance. If none of that is right, why should I submit to you? You know what I'm saying?
But look, people change their personalities in a relationship is different. You feel me? Because people change personalities in regular life. You know, people that's mad fun, they get around their family and they change up. Yeah, it's because people are insecure, so they're afraid to be judged.
Because even like when he's saying like 100%, because even right now, believe it or not, we act different when we at work.
Yeah, I was about to say,
you know what I'm saying? And then we might leave this podcast right now and act different when we around our friends or whatever. So that's just how life is. They act different. They're certain ways.
There's different us's that have to be in different places.
But when you talk about your significant other, though,
it's a difference between relationship and success. Because you have to, number one, if you the person that's trying to make it somewhere and you want to be able to provide, I will put my success before anybody. What's up, Jerry? I don't care, and that's why my
upstairs.
That's why my skepticism comes in when it comes to relationships. Because now, if I can't put me first, then you don't respect me. You know what I'm saying? Because now I have to put.
I don't respect anything that's not genuine. Like, I don't want to be like. I talk a lot, like, I'm really like always in the mix, but like if I notice like you act different like in certain situations, work is completely different. Because when you about that bag, you better act different. I don't respect that shit. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, like when I see it, you be like, you're around each other. It's kind of disgusting. Like, yo, like, I thought you was one
way. Like, who are you? Like, who are you?
Like,
who sent you?
I can't trust you if I see you. Like, if I see you,
like for it all, you have to know who you are, and then depending on the situation, you're still you. You just either you scale it down from 0% to 100%. Okay. So like,
you're right.
We work at a school with kids from like pre-K to 8th grade. So like, us hanging out here is not how we are there. But like the personality of the type of people we are, we're cool, we're chill. We'll talk to the kids. Kind of like we're talking to adults, and like they'll get that same personality and flair that makes it real, as opposed to, oh, what's up, my G, all here, and they go like, Deborah?
Yeah.
Like, no. Like, bro, you can't do that. Like, that does not fly. Go sit down. Go sit down, bro.
Sit your ass.
Exactly.
Sit your ass.
We're still us in doing what we do. Right. But here, I'm about like I'm about 60% of what I usually would be at the school.
Look, there's one thing too. Like honestly, when you know who you are and you got a good personality, you got good energy,
you can tweak it.
Like me, I'm 100%. See how I'm right now? I'm like that at work. I tell you all the time.
Right,
You be hearing me? The vice principal be like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like I do whatever. I'm not saying I do whatever I want. But when people feel your energy, you're gonna be yourself no matter where you are. I can be in the hood, I can be in the school, I'm myself all the time.
But listen,
So it depends on who you are.
It does have to be toned up and down though.
It depends on who you are.
It does have to be toned up and down. It does have to be toned.
People want to see you
I
excited.
mean, you're not gonna be out.
That's one thing I'm working on because like my energy, like my personality, it's all good. But like there's certain people, like I know that I bring out certain people's insecurities.
Right.
And that shit, like I'll listen. They don't like that shit. They don't like that shit at all.
Right.
So I'm like, but like I'm not gonna turn myself down because like I'm all the way turned up. Like I'm what you want to be. Like so I'm trying to find like that balance. Like at the end of the day, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's
Fuck them.
Like,
Me and you at the end of the day, I myself 100%.
That's understandable.
I can't help the fact that I bring out your insecurities and like you mad, like you really want to be me.
Yes.
But you know, like if you're like at a position of power where you can like you know determine what my fate is gonna be, like you know what, I don't fucking like her. You don't like me because I'm what you want to be.
Yes.
It's just people just being extra. Period.
See, I feel like my bag would be a little bit heavier if I learn how to tweak it, but I don't want to.
Right.
No.
nah,
Because it would take away who you are. You would be like a robot.
It's like
you would be
selling
programmed.
yourself.
Like,
Your tweaking is more
Yeah.
on your fashion and being who you are on the inside without changing. And if you change anything about you in your inside that you do change, it's because it needs to be something that needs to be changed to make you a better person.
Yeah, but like it's not gonna make me a better person. It's just gonna appease other people.
It's going to water you down.
It's like
It's like, are you doing it for you or are you doing
Do
it for
not
them?
go throughout life trying
see,
to
and
It's not gonna do anything for me.
to please other people. Be
Yeah,
who you are at the end of the
never.
day.
I'm
Be
never
who you are at the end of the day.
trying,
And whoever's gonna ride with you is gonna ride with you. Whoever's
Right.
not is not. Fuck them. Because you are who you are at the end of the day. That's who I am. Whoever's gonna like me, gonna like me. Whoever's gonna hate me, gonna hate me. I don't care. I'm still doing me at the end of the day.
Right.
I am who I am.
But see, I got another question. All right, so look, what if you at your job, right? For you to change, be a fake person, like what you just saying, all that, and they was gonna raise your salary by like 25K, right? Would you be a fake person, or would you just stay who you are?
I don't know how to.
I don't think it's.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
I don't know how to.
That's all different on like
I
what the
don't know
different
how
field is.
to.
See, some people-
It's like,
I don't know how
Some
to be
people's
anybody but who I am.
self-dignity
it's hard to
And that
say.
comes
matters.
like with
Like, what
relationships.
Some people pride and
It comes
dignity
with
really
work,
matters,
like,
yo.
I'm not like, I feel like women kind of are like, you know, guys are what like the shy, coy girl, like they want to
Submissive,
who's gonna
that
shrink
listens to them with
themselves
everything,
down.
how they dress,
No,
all that.
I'm not
No,
that.
F that.
Right.
You don't like me for who I am, for how I dress.
And those normally the guys
Guess
who run
what?
into
You
is
gonna
gonna
have
be
a good
demanding
fucking
too.
time with me, and I'm gonna hold everything the fuck
Yes.
down, like
Yes.
alpha.
Do y'all
Yes.
think? Okay, so both of y'all said that y'all like alpha women, right? Do y'all think that men get intimidated by that?
Very.
I'm scared now.
I had a guy.
Yo,
I had a guy
tell you.
that I recently just dated
A little bit fear.
that said.
It's a little bit of fear. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all need that. Y'all need
Yeah.
that.
Bring a lot
Both
to the
of y'all.
table. Like you have your own house, you got cars, you got everything established. Like what do I bring?
Right.
And he, over time, got very insecure, and he started pulling away because of that. That's not my fault
acting like
that
a
he's not
dickhead.
secure with himself enough to have a secure, independent, strong alpha female. But not every man can handle
So
that.
my thing is, do you think like in a relationship, because you guys are talking about alpha females, so do you think that's what kind of might have ruined a relationship with like a man being like the dominant one in a relationship?
That ruins a relationship with a boy.
with a boy.
A boy. I'm about to break it down. A boy. Explain myself.
Break that shit down.
You know why? That's
Ready in the holster
They
to
got
break
their
out.
shit in the bag. They got everything put together. That
know
knows who
why?
she is as a person.
Nah, but look.
And
You know
little
why?
boy is gonna be
But look,
intimidated by that.
look,
Period,
look.
point blank. You ain't changed my mind.
I like that.
Period.
She said period. We saying period all the time on YouTube.
So what you were saying is, like, you know, you lost a lot
Period.
dealing with a female trying to help her come about. So when you got an alpha, they ain't gonna be worried about all of that because like if the man, if he loses everything and shit just get fucked up, that alpha female, baby, we gonna bring all that. We gonna bring all that shit all the way to fuck up. Like if you like, so listen, so like if you got a man, he getting bread. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. But that alpha, we stacking.
Yes.
We stacking for that rainy day.
That's how you build an empire.
And when that rainy day come, we know how to move accordingly. We know how to operate. Like, all right, so we gonna know how all the bills is paid. We gonna know how this do that. We gonna know about the credit. We gonna have all that shit in the bag. But in the meantime, like, yeah, if we can sit and chill, we gonna sit and chill.
Right. Yes.
If we got that alpha male, if that alpha male falls short on any occasion, that alpha female
gonna pick it up.
What?
So my thing is like, my thing is you guys are talking about like being alpha. Like, so my thing is in this situation, an alpha female is more like a masculine female. She's more like aggressive in this perspective. So I'm believing like there's supposed to be two different personalities. Like there's supposed to be a masculine and feminine. So balance. So my thing is, can two people that are masculine be together, or do one person have to be feminine?
Yes,
does it have to be masculine and feminine, or two masculine?
Let me correct you.
Yo, you picking my brain. She picking my brain tonight.
Don't do the whole masculine, feminine. It ain't about that. It's about alpha. Right. You got a boss, you got another boss.
Alpha,
you want a weak bitch, you're gonna go to a weak bitch.
This is what it's all about.
Wait, what you saying about what you saying?
I've been trying to get
alpha isn't a gender. Right. Alpha doesn't have a characteristic of one or the other. It's about getting it done.
Say that.
Like, I don't see an alpha as someone that's more masculine. That's a typecast and whatnot. An alpha gets things done. They have a goal, they see it, they get to it no matter what. You can have one step to it or 1,000. They get it done. They get there. It's about succeeding. Alpha doesn't have an end to it. Alpha doesn't mean you have millions of dollars backed up and whatnot. It's not about what you have. It's about
what you can bring to the table.
Being alpha is potential.
What you can bring, what you can do, what you can say.
Alpha is succeeding potential.
There you go, succeeding.
Alpha is energy.
I like how you think.
It's not potential. It's potential and kinetic energy.
My boy Kyle!
What you could get done and what you are going to get done.
Yes! You have the wrong wife. I might got somebody for you. I got somebody right for you. I got somebody right for you.
This is not a podcast dating show.
But basically what I was trying to say.
Should it be?
It might be, right?
Yo, do I got to bring it back since 92?
It's good for all of us to have skepticism in our life. That's our way of thinking, protecting, being aware.
It's all about protection.
Yeah, and if you don't have those traits, those characters in your lifestyle or your personality, there's no way you can make it to the next level. Right. Because basically you're being on guard. You're being on guard and challenged on everything. It's going to basically going to have you fall back when opportunities come to you.
Right.
And people like what we got going on now. Like we all could have just gave up on each other and said, nah, this podcast ain't gonna go nowhere. But you know, it took a couple skepticisms from every last one of them. I had skepticisms, and I was like, you know what? Let's make this shit happen. Because relationships, it's not just male and female. It's male, female, family oriented, situation, sociability, media. All that takes communication, love, support. Everybody needs it, but everybody don't show that.
You're right.
Everything that you want is like an organism, and with that, it takes a village. It's not just man and wife, man, girl, whatever you're about. It's you two. It's about your kids. It's about your family. It's about your community, your inner circles, your support system. Everything factors into it all. So you can't just look at one specific part of it. It's everything hinges upon another. There's a chink in the armor, everything can fall apart, but also at the same time with self-doubt, you got that bolstering you together. Because like you said, this podcast, it could have fell apart, but it takes more than one person to get the podcast going. And where one person might not think that something is going to go, the other might know more about how to make it work successfully or go through it and quell those doubts.
Yes.
This is not a podcast.